Imagine you are at a crossroads in your life. You have got a big decision to make. Maybe it is about love. Maybe it is about your career. Or maybe it is about your next step in life. But just as you want to make that decision, a voice in your head says, go for it. Be bold. Take the risk. But then the next one says, don't. What if you fail? What if they reject you? And then another voice says, why haven't you figured this out already? It is like you have a whole committee in your head and everyone is talking over each other. You are being pulled in 100 different directions, unsure which voice to trust and which voice is even you. Or maybe you have never noticed those voices before. You just felt overwhelmed or always being pulled in different directions, confused about which direction to take. Or you just kept sabotaging the very thing that mattered to you. But those voices don't come out of nowhere. They are parts of you, little identities that formed over time, each one carrying its own stories, emotions, and beliefs. Psychology calls them parts in a framework called parts work. Spirituality calls them identities or inner fragments. But whatever you call them, you need to know inside you, you don't have just one voice. You have an entire family, inner family within you. And many times that family isn't on the same page. One part is ambitious and driven. The other part is scared and wants to stay safe. Another part says, be perfect, maybe they will love you. And there is just this part that just wants to rebel, to finally be seen. They are all parts of you. They were born at different times of your life, in moments of pain. Maybe you were criticized, and one part came about and said, I'll do everything to please them. Maybe you were ignored, and another part came about and said, I have to be good enough to be loved. Or maybe they just didn't approve you, and another part came about and said, I'll show them one day. These parts didn't grow with you. They froze in time. In time, they were created. And ever since, they have been making choices on your behalf, on autopilot, meaning without your conscious permission. That's why even small choices feel overwhelming. That's why the same problems keep repeating. That's why you keep sabotaging yourself without knowing why. That's why you feel stuck sometimes. But the answer isn't trying to push away or trying to control those voices. The answer is to be present and get curious about those voices. The answer is to pause just before you react to someone or something, or before you make a decision, and ask, who is talking right now? Is it the people pleaser within me? Or is it the perfectionist? Or is it the exhausted protector who never learned how to rest? Because when you see them for what they are, you realize they are not real you. You are not lost, confused, or even indecisive. You have just been led by unhealed parts of you that are still frozen in time, trying to protect you the best way they can. The moment you start listening to those voices without following them, they can finally dissolve and transform. But that needs your awareness, that needs your presence. In presence, you recognize which voice is talking. You listen to what they are trying to offer, and then you say, no, thank you. And you let your true self take the lead. That's when the noise quiets. That's when you stop being pulled in 100 directions. And that's when you finally start moving in a direction that is truly yours.